A very good morning to all you lovely students. Today we will be continuing with our chapter which is the Great Mughals, and we will be covering Jahangir today. This will be my video number 4. In my previous videos we have already discussed about Babur, then we went to Humayun. After that we discussed about Akbar, and today's video will be covered about Jahangir. So let us just start about Jahangir now. Jahangir, he ruled from 1605 to 1627. When Akbar died in 1605, he left a vast empire for Jahangir, which was quite stable. There were not much revolts. Even if there was some instability, it was only in the Deccan part and little bit in the Bengal side. Rest, everything was quite stable. Let us now talk about Jahangir. Jahangir as a king. Jahangir's real name was Salim. Here also there is a story behind how he got this name Salim. I'll just share that small story with you now. Actually, Akbar, he was not having son. So he had gone to Sheikh Salim Chishti and he prayed for a son. And then he got a son. And therefore he named his son Salim after the name of Sheikh Salim Chishti. So this is how he got his name Salim. It is also said that Jahangir, he followed a very strict administration. He has also installed a chain of justice outside his palace. Now, what is this chain of justice? It is at Agra Fort, which is also known as Dandir-e-Adal, which is the chain of justice. Now, what is this chain of justice? Actually, whoever had a complaint against any public official could ring the bell and he could then directly speak to the emperor. It is believed that Jahangir, he was very much concerned about the people of his empire. He very much was cared about them. So that is why he had installed this chain of justice. Regarding the policies, if I tell you, he continued with all those secular policies which were started by Akbar. He also married Nur Jahan. Now, Nur Jahan, she also played a very important part of his empire. We will be discussing about Nur Jahan also. But before that, let us just have a look about the military campaigns of Jahangir. And you must have read in your first chapter in the medieval world that he also wrote his autobiography, which is called as Tuzuk-e-Jahangiri. I'm again reminding you, I hope you are clear with the term biography and autobiography. So here he himself has written, which is the autobiography, which was called as Tuzuk-e-Jahangiri. Clear? Let us now see all those military campaigns of Jahangir. See, the first one was at 1605, the year he became a king. He crushed his first rebellion, who was Prince Khusrau. You know who was Prince Khusrau? Prince Khusrau, he was the eldest son of Jahangir. Then it is also said the reason behind Prince Khusrau revolting Jahangir was Prince Khusrau was made believe, he was made believe that he will be the king after Akbar. He was led to believe that the throne was his. So this was one of the reasons that he revolted his father. Secondly, he defeated Rana Amar Singh of Mewar. He captured Ahmednagar fort. However, Malik Ambar did not allow Mughals to conquer territories in the Deccan. These were the two things. The other one was he had lost. There was one loss to him. That loss was he had lost Kandahar to Persian. This was one loss that happened to Mughals, that they lost Kandahar to Persian. Now, why am I saying it lost? Because this was the major trade route between India and West Asia, which passed through Kandahar. So that is why, due to this loss, that trade route was also not his. Okay. So what I told you, first of all, he crushed his first rebellion, who was Prince Khusrau. Secondly, he defeated Rana Amar Singh. However, one loss he had to face, which was he lost Kandahar to Persian. Now, why am I saying it a loss? Because the major trade route between India and West Asia, they pass through Kandahar only. Clear? Next is about English traders. Let us now talk about the English traders. The East India Company, they had already been formed in 1600 and they had already arrived in India. Then Sir Thomas Roe, who was the ambassador of the King of England, got the trading permission and rights from Jahangir. He visited him, he got the rights of trading, he got those rights of concessions from Jahangir. Clear? Clear till here? Okay. Now, as I told you that we will be discussing about Nur Jahan. So, let us see about Nur Jahan. Who was Nur Jahan? Nur Jahan, the wife of Shah Jahan. Now, who was, if you want to know about Nur Jahan, she was the daughter of Itimadullah, who was the finance minister of Jahangir. He was a very trusted person. Nur Jahan, I don't know if you all know this, but Nur Jahan, she was earlier married to Sher Afghan. He was a Persian noble. She became a widow after the death of her husband and later Jahangir married him. Nur Jahan, I have also told you that she used to play a very important role in Jahangir's life. She used to advise Jahangir on all important matters. Not only this, even coin was issued. If you can see here the coins which I have pasted, these were the coins which were issued on Jahangir and his wife Nur Jahan's name. Then Prince Khurram, he was not much happy with the success of Nur Jahan. He was alarmed after the growing power of Nur Jahan. Then Prince Khurram, who was later known as Shah Jahan, he was not at all happy, he was not at all satisfied. It became as an alarm for him that if her success will go on like this, maybe he will not get the throne. Clear? Clear about Nur Jahan? Let us just have a quick recap of what all we have done today. So we started with Jahangir. I told you when Jahangir got the empire, it was quite stable one. He did not have to face much revolt. Everything was under control. Only the instability was there in the part of Deccan and somewhat in Bengal side. Then I have also explained you about chain of justice. Then I told you that he married Nur Jahan. Regarding his military campaigns, first of all, he crushed his first rebellion, who was Prince Khusrau. Then he defeated Rana Amar Singh, but he lost Kandahar to Persian. You should remember this, why this Kandahar played an important role. Why is it considered a big loss? This I have already explained you. Okay. Then regarding English trader, I told you that East India Company had been already formed in 1600. Then in 1650, Sir Thomas Roe, who was the ambassador of the King of England, he visited Jahangir and got all the trading rights and concessions. After that, we discussed about Nur Jahan, where I told you that Nur Jahan played a very important in Jahangir's life. Jahangir owed much of his success to his wife. She advised him in all the important matters. Even once when Jahangir was ill, Nur Jahan successfully managed the entire affairs of the empire. Then coins were also issued in her name. But Prince Khurram, who was later known as Shah Jahan, he was not very much happy with the growing success of Nur Jahan. Now, based on today's video, I am going to give you a short assignment which I expect you will be doing it in your copy. Question number 1 is, what was the major loss to the Jahangir in terms of his military campaigns. We have discussed all those military campaigns. Out of that, you need to write down which campaign was a loss to him. Question number 2. Whom did Jahangir owe his success and why? You have to write the name of the person and the reason behind it. Okay. Question number 3. What was the purpose behind installing chain of justice outside the palace? I have already explained you about chain of justice in today's video. I have also explained you why did he install that chain of justice. So in your own words, you just need to write down the reason. Okay. We will be meeting again where we will be covering the other parts of this chapter. Again, I would ask you all to go to the video again and try to understand whatever I have explained. Till then, all of you, please take good care of yourself. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.